Put you in Chanel, I'ma teach you how to stand. Slip and slide like a waterfall. You need some TLC, we can creep if you want. 21. Hey, turn your phone off. Take your Hello. Welcome to the Week 3 Bud Baller Review. Let's get in. Lot to talk about. John's try MVP. Alex auto-drafted Powerhouse. Growing pains in the league, throw a little plus-minus action in there, and maybe a little COVID talk, unfortunately. Quick hits. Tim eked it out by me for the win. Nick stomped Jackson. Alec put it to Sawyer. Tom took it from Chris. And John took a fairly easy one from Drew. So let's jump into the matchups. First off, Tim and myself. This was back and forth for a majority of the week. Really, we were tied in blocks going into the last day, tied in double-doubles. Someone had to win one of those categories. And unfortunately for me, it ended up being Tim. Got one more double-double than me. Finished the week tied in blocks. Pretty not close in most of the categories besides those two. Percentages weren't all that close. I won by almost over 24 threes, over 130 points, almost 100 rebound difference. Tim had 50 more assists than me. Steals weren't close. Blocks tied. I had way too many turnovers. And surprisingly, no triple-doubles from Tim or myself, mainly Tim this week, since he's been averaging like 4. But this week, I think Tim and I both had 2 of the tops in 2 categories for the week. Personally, myself, I would have been 3-3-3 with losses to Tim, Alec, and John, and a tie versus Nick and Jackson. First loss of the year, currently sitting in 4th place, I believe, tied with Tom and Sawyer. Tim, on the other hand, getting his first win of the year. Congrats, Tim. Tim would have been 5-3-1, losing to only Alec, Tom, and John, and tying Drew. Tim currently all alone in 7th place right now. So still young on the year, but hate getting that first L. Don't like it. Don't like it one bit. MVP of our matchup this week, obviously Jokic. 554 from the field, 110 points, 45 rebounds, 27 assists, 4 double-doubles. Good for the W. Next up, we had Nick and Jackson. Nick won this one 7-4. Free throw percentage was fairly close, but steals were close, blocks were close, and turnovers were close. But other than that, Nick had 11 double-doubles to Jackson's 2. Had exactly 200 more points than Jackson. 63 more threes. I mean, Nick put up a pretty decent line this week. Shout out LaMelo Ball, making himself the youngest player in NBA history with a triple-double, beating out Lonzo. He actually almost had 2 triple-doubles this week, so he's taking home MVP honors for Sir Nicholas. Nick would have been 4-4-1 with losses to Tim, Alec, John, and Tom, and tying myself. Meanwhile, Jackson would have been 1-6-2. Only would have won versus Sawyer, but would have tied myself and Chris. Jackson currently sitting tied for 8th place with Chris and Drew at a record of 0-2-1, but Jackson's got a 2-game losing streak. Nick, on the other hand, I believe is in 6th place all by himself, record 1-1-1 on a 1-game winning streak. So nice job, Nick. Next up, the beatdown of the week goes to Sir Alec and his fucking auto-drafted team. That's gotta hurt, Sawyer. But if I'm being honest, I wouldn't want to play Al's team right now either. They are fucking scorching hot. Alec won both percentages, was near the top of the league in threes. Had the most points this week, only by 2 over myself, but you get it, Al, so good for you. Sawyer put up the 2nd most rebounds in the league this week. Alec had over 200 assists, 58 steals, good for most in the league as well. Pretty close in blocks, turnovers, and double-doubles, but Al took that one home, took it to the bank. MVP for Alec going to be Karis LeVert, 494 from the field, 11 threes, 110 points, 17 rebounds, 27 assists, 1 double-double, and a W. Alec, currently tied with John for first place in the league, would have been 8-0-1, only would have tied John. 2-game winning streak for the big dog. Sawyer, on the other hand, would have been 0-8-1. Ooh. Only non-loss would have come tying Drew. So you don't like to see it, but hey, Sawyer's sitting at 2-1-0, tied with Tom and myself for third place. 1-game losing streak. We're going to brush that one right off, Sawyer. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Next up, Tom and Chris's matchup. Tom had a lot of good players this week. This was actually kind of close. They were within 13 rebounds, 11 assists, tied in turnovers, 1 double-double difference. So a couple things break. Chris may have taken this one home, but fortunately for Tom, that didn't happen. SGA, Player of the Week, 548 from the field, 818 from the line, 9 threes, 95 points, 23 rebounds, 27 assists, 7 steals, and a double-double. Good for you, sir. Tom would have been 6-2-1 this week, only losing to Alec and John and tying myself. Meanwhile, Chris would have been 0-9-0. Growing pains, boys. They happen to all the new beginners in the league. You just got to figure your way out in this league, but you'll get there. Keep on trying. See you guys making some pickups out there, so just keep doing it. But Chris currently tied for last place, or tied for 8th place, 0-2-1, 1-game losing streak. Tom on a 1-game winning streak. So there we go. Finally, John and Drew's matchup. John wiped the floor. Drew, again, his team is having very good percentages this year and shooting a lot of threes. Didn't win in threes this week, but kind of a surprise for his team. Shout out to Jaylen Brown because he was getting in my face for it yesterday. Jaylen Brown, top 10 in the league. Don't know if that's still true after tonight, but I still don't think he's going to be as valuable as Christian Wood at the end of the year, so take that to the bank, Drew. John put up 848 points, 54 rebounds more than Drew, 42 more assists. Steals are very close. John wiped the floor in blocks. 11 double-doubles to 4 and 2 triple-doubles for Mr. Olsen, winning 7-4. John currently tied for first. Would have been 8-0-1, only tying Alec this week. 1-game winning streak. Meanwhile, Drew would have been 2-5-2. Wins would have come versus Jackson and Chris and would have tied Tim and Sawyer. But a 1-game losing streak. Currently tied for 8th place. Got a little work to do. So tops in each category this week. Tom had the highest field goal with 525. Drew had the highest free throw with 874. I had the most threes with 103, which is crazy because I didn't draft for threes this year, but I'm fucking pantsing all you hoes. Alec had the most points by 2 with 926, but that's a huge point week. Massive. I had the most rebounds with 386. The next closest person for reference had 323. So make of that what you will. Tim, once again, had the most assists with 225. Alec had the most steals with 58. Tom had the most blocks with 48. Tim had the most double-doubles with 14. And Nick and John both had 2 triple-doubles apiece. I forgot to mention, John's tri-MVP. A huge line. We'll get to Doncic's line. Grant had over 100 points. Levine balled out the last 2 or 3 games. Insane. So I think John, like I said, only would have tied Alec. Other than that, he would have trounced everybody. So nice job there. All kind of wishing, especially myself, I had drafted Jeremy Grant. Missed that one. Player of the Week. Yahoo nominates Luka Doncic. 478 from the field, 91 points, 36 rebounds, 34 assists, 3 double-doubles, 2 triple-doubles, ballin'. My personal favorite, even though Doncic ball, would have been Levine. 533 from the field, 895 from the stripe, 23s, 133 points. Dude has been on fire the past 2 nights. And Yahoo's average, highest ranked average player for the last 7 days, also Doncic. 30.3 points a game, 12 rebounds, 11.3 assists, and 1 double-double. Almost averaged a triple-double, so good for him. Looking ahead to the Week 4 matchups, in the Gold Star matchup, we have myself and Sawdog. Silver Star would be Nick and Tim. Then you got Drew and Tom in the bronze. Jackson and John, Chris and Alex make up the Poofectas. But who knows? Maybe they'll be a little more exciting than I thought. That's what I had for that. I just want to say, looks like the COVID stuff is really popping up, and that sucks. I saw a tweet today that the NBA Board of Governors, I guess, is talking, could potentially at some point postpone the league for a week or two to get things to slow down, but it's not imminent or anything, but it is being discussed. I thought earlier in the day looking at plus minuses across the league might be fun. I'm not so interested in it now, but let's see. New York Knicks, despite a record of 5-6. Yeah, I'm not going to do this. I don't really care that much anymore. That was Week 3. Welcome to Week 4. Bye.